beats.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Hennessy, joined today for the Yankees pregame by the man, Sean Petrucci. How are we doing today, Sean?
Doing well today. How you doing?
Listen, I can't complain. We're coming off a solid win last night in a game that we really were expecting to get blown out. But before we kind of break down what we're expecting tonight, shout out to everybody currently in the chat. We got another 7 p.m. pregame. Sean, I'm not going to lie to you. I really like the 8 p.m. start times.
No, I like this a lot more than the 6 o'clock pregame
No,
stuff.
Same. But listen, let's take attendance/roll call. You guys know the deal. Shout out to Lori, Steven. We got James Hoffman, Jamie, Ed King, the legend, Alex, Jesse Sanchez, Jesse Dominguez, back-to-back as usual. Felix, KG Baseball. We got Hater, Gabby, Sam, Stevie Bats. Who else we got? We got Austin Lugo. We got Diego, Dirtbike Nation, Larry's Treasures, Troll Films. Who else? We got Jose. Sorry if I missed anybody. Hope everyone has enjoyed their day up until this point. But we got Yankees baseball tonight. I believe it's the final night game of this 4-game set against the Rangers because tomorrow is a 2 o'clock start time, which is a little bit weird, but I'll take it.
Makes sense.
The Yankees have had a lot of Thursday day games so far this year, which is a little bit strange, but it's whatever. I don't mind it too much. But let's take a look at the Yankees starting lineup for this evening. Looking at it, it's still not too stupendous, but I guess it's better than last night. So you got DJ leading it off, Voit 2, Judge 3, DHing. Gio's cleaning up in the 4-hole. Then you got Gleyber Torres back in the lineup. Love to see that. Andujar is in left, Gardner in center, Higgy catching with Ryan Lamar in right field.
I mean, past Andujar. Up to Andujar, I like it. But the last 3 is a little...
but I think it's not too shabby only because usually we look at the Yankees lineup and it's that 5-hole that's been the death of them, that 5 through 9. So I guess we're slowly making improvements now. Now instead of 5 through 9, it's kind of 7 through 9. If you kind of give Andujar some credit, but I would say adding Gleyber Torres to this lineup is so huge.
Yeah, because we don't have to watch Tyler Wade play.
Bro, it's sickening.
That's a
the
huge
fact that we used to
upgrade.
see Tyler Wade every single night. And if it wasn't Tyler Wade, it was guaranteed we were going to see Mike Ford at least, right?
Yes.
And now kind of with that, Rougned Odor is not in the Yankees lineup tonight because he gave birth himself last night. He gave birth to a daughter, I believe. So shout out to Rougned Ibanez. But he should probably be back in a day or so, right?
I don't really know how long it takes. I guess it's up personal preference, I guess.
No, yeah, I don't really know how that works.
How that works. Yeah, I have no idea.
But listen, Corey Kluber is on the mound tonight. Kind of the second best guy in the Yankees rotation, right? And kind of looking at how things have matched up, he has the potential to kind of have the best start of the series, right? Because the first 2 outings by Yankee starters have not been good whatsoever. We're talking Garrett Cole had one of his worst starts as a Yankee. Then James Santiago wasn't really good last night. So I think Corey Kluber can kind of step up and kind of set the tone for starters this series. I don't know.
Yeah, we got lucky that Tyone got bailed out. The offense couldn't bail out Cole, unfortunately. So hopefully Kluber can just shove, and the Yankees don't have to score 6 or 7 to win.
Yeah, Sean, let me ask you a question. Do you see that tweet that's on the side?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Who tweeted, please call up Dietrich? Because, I mean, that's a great tweet and a great GIF by Unhinged NY. Haven't heard of them, but they really sound like great people. I don't know.
I've heard of Unhinged KC, but
yeah,
haven't heard
Unhinged
of
KC
Unhinged
is
NY.
kind of where it's at, but I don't know about the other one.
I don't know.
But
I can't think, actually.
listen, shout out to Alex with the $2 dono. Appreciate you, my man. The Mets got Cameron Maybin for $1. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I saw Jalen made a great joke in our chat. He goes, the Mets got Maybin for a can of Arizona.
No,
like,
seriously,
that's an amazing joke.
I didn't even know you could do that.
No, I didn't.
I didn't know you can give him $1 and say we'll take care of Maybin.
I guess because you have to give something in return.
Yeah, but
right?
I thought there'd be a minimum.
The Mets are yo, we want $1, bro.
Exactly, yeah. Because you can't give him for free. But
I saw somewhere that he's batting third tonight for the Mets.
No, he is. Yeah, they're depleted,
bro.
They are so depleted. I think their whole outfield is hurt. Their whole outfield is hurt.
But how bad do you have to? I mean, they probably say the same thing about us when we have Brett Gardner batting second. But bro, it's just not a good look whatsoever.
No.
However, pitching for the Rangers tonight. I'm gonna try not to butcher this name. It's Hyun-Jung Yang.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
I think that's how you pronounce it. He's only made 4 starts so far this season. He has a 3.38 ERA. He hasn't gone over 4 1/3 though. So this is one of those things where I'm expecting this dude to kind of give 7 shutout innings because that's just how the Yankees stack up against him.
He's gonna go 6 and give up 1. What's gonna happen? It's gonna be just like the Jordan Lyles start. That was ridiculous. That dude comes out and he's just shoving against the Yankees for no reason.
Bro, it's so annoying that the Yankees go up against the worst of the worst, right? It's like the anti-All-Star game. You put the Yankees up against the worst players in the league, and they're going to falter every day of the week. Now, I don't know if it's a mentality thing, because it's clearly not a talent thing. They have 10 times more talent than Jordan Lyles, for example. But I don't know. They just can't seem to get it done. So maybe they get on Hyun-Jung Yang tonight. I don't know.
I hope so, man, because they did get the Fultonevich. I think it took them to the 3rd inning to do something, which was nice to see because we didn't want to get back-to-back subpar starters shove against us. So gaining a little bit of confidence in the offense, but I just want everyone to be healthy again, man. Yeah,
and you know what I kind of wanted to point out, actually? Last night, I forgot who it was in the chat, but someone mentioned they saw Robinson Chirinos and Derek Dietrich both kind of taking batting practice with the Yankees yesterday, which is something that I'm kind of intrigued about, right? Because I know the Yankees have a taxi squad that travels with the team in case anything goes down. But my question is, I didn't know someone could be on the taxi squad without being on the 40-man.
No, yeah, I think that makes sense. Because, I mean, guys like Nestor Cortez Jr. have been on the taxi squad, and I don't think he's on the 40-man.
Is he not?
I don't think so.
I actually want to pull up the Yankees 40-man really quick, just because I'm not really too sure who's on it. Let's see.
Maybe Cortez is, because I think there's more pitchers on it than anything else.
Really sure. No, it doesn't look like Cortez is on it. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. A guy can be on the taxi squad without being on the 40-man, and it's kind of odd. It's really strange, just because the way the Yankees kind of put together their 40-man, they have Oswald Peraza on there, but not Derek Dietrich. What are the odds we see Oswald Peraza at all this season?
I hope slim to none, because if he's up there, it means something bad happened.
No, bro, that means Glaber, Wade, who else? Glaber, Wade, Rougned Odor, and Andujar are all injured. That's the only way we see Oswald Peraza this season.
Yeah.
So,
I wonder how he got on it, to be honest. I don't really know, but I don't know. They just don't want to give Dietrich. I don't know how much money it is for a major league contract, the minimum. But they just don't want to. They just don't want to pay it.
It can't be a lot of money.
No, definitely not. But they don't want to pay it.
Listen, I do want to bring up KG Baseball's comment. He says, "I'm pretty sure Yank's fastball average is lower than 90, so we're probably going to make him look like a Cy Young."
I'm getting Ryu vibes in it. Isn't he a lefty also?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't throw hard. He probably has really nasty change up or splitter kind of combo. Yeah, it's a really nasty combo.
Well, so I guess we're going to buckle in for a real great game tonight.
I hate pitchers like that throw 90-mile-an-hour fastballs, but their stuff is insane.
I know. It's absolutely brutal. Let's take a look at another comment here. Ulysses says, well, Rugi will be back tomorrow. Are we positive he's going to be back tomorrow?
I feel like it might be because they're going back home this weekend. So maybe it's like a paternity list for these last 2 games, and then he'll be back at home.
I hope so. Only because, like, I know he's not like the greatest hitter in the world, but we kind of saw the impact that he had on the lineup last night, in particular. Yeah. Even just the energy that he provides.
He's just better than Tyler Wade.
It's so much better than Tyler Wade. But also, kind of what I find concerning is the Yankees' injuries are starting to stack up, right?
It's like
we're looking at Clint Frazier being out of the lineup for the second straight day now. Apparently, he's dealing with neck stuff, according to Boone. Neck things. My bad. So we're also. I just randomly got a YouTube alert for the live stream for the first time in like 2 months. Thanks, YouTube. But but listen. Apparently he's dealing with neck things. That's very, very reminiscent of foot stuff of Luke Voigt last year. Like, what are we doing?
Why can't he just say, yeah, Clint has a sore neck. We're just gonna get him some treatment, see how it goes. No, he has neck things.
So do I. I have neck things all over my neck.
It just makes no sense, dude. Like, I hate the way he describes things.
Shout out to CJ with the $2 dono. Appreciate you, my man. What a Pat and Sean long time no see. Pat, Twitch. I thought we kind of addressed this.
I'm going to say no.
I will not be streaming on Twitch for the foreseeable future. I will let you guys know when that changes. But now with finals and everything else going on, it's not going to be happening soon. But moving on, let's see. Stevie Bat says, stop talking about Dietrich. He comes up, then you can sing the praises. Otherwise, forget about it right now. See, but this makes me want to talk about him even more now, though.
No, I mean, the fact that like Odor's back and Glaber's back, it's like we don't need Dietrich up here.
Take it back.
No.
Okay. It's fine.
Who's he better than right now that's on? Besides Tyler Wade, obviously. Who's he
Mike
better
Ford.
than?
He's better than Ford, Lamar, and Wade.
No, but the thing is when Odor gets activated off the list, then one of those, then like Mike Ford's probably going to get sent down.
No, I get it. But, okay, so he's still better than Wade and Lamar, though.
Yeah, but they need Lamar for center. Dietrich doesn't play center.
But Lamar hasn't played center for the Yankees. I think he played, 1 game in center? He's been playing in right because Judge has been DHing. Speaking of Judge DHing, do we think that he's dealing with anything?
No. I don't know, dude, because like that's like an impossible question to answer because like even when they say guys are dealing with stuff, we don't even know what they're dealing with.
No, I know.
It's always the most vague, like I don't know. I hate talking about the injuries. I really do.
Listen, shout out to Alex with the $2 dono. Appreciate you, my man.
I agree with that.
Should go after Ketel Marte.
Yes.
Now, this is something that I'm interested in, only because we had a video come out today about Joey Gallo. Me and Brian kind of discussed whether or not Joey Gallo would make sense. I think Ketel Marte would make a lot more sense for the Yankees than Joey Gallo would. I think out of everyone on the market, he makes the most sense.
Yeah, because he's a switch hitter. He plays center. He can play pretty much. I know he can play second. I think he can play short also. He can play like everywhere pretty much, probably except for like first and third. I don't really know, but yeah, like switch hitter, and he could play infield and outfield. And
What's he doing this year?
He got hurt pretty early on with the hamstring thing. I don't know if he's back yet, to be honest with you.
But okay, so now is this whole Ketel Marte stuff? Because I have seen rumors of this in articles and whatnot. But is this kind of just like fan created, or is there actual legitimacy to it?
I don't think there's any legitimacy to anything because remember when I think it was who was it? Some reporter came out with like a interest for like the Yankees and the outfielders, like asking around the league, and like he wasn't on the list. But it makes sense because like the Diamondbacks aren't that good. But it would take a lot because I'm pretty sure I looked it up yesterday. He's on like a 5-year deal for like $25 million. He's not a free agent until like the 2025. So it would take a lot to get him.
I was just a little bit startled because I looked up his stats for the season, and he's batting .462. But then that's only in like 26 at bats. But still,
yeah, the dude's an animal. He's really, really
unreal.
Good. He just gets hurt.
Let's see. Okay, I really want to bring up this comment before we get to Ruben's dono. But Yankee Fan for Life says, I'm not going to lie, I'm tired of seeing no-hitters. And bold prediction, there will be at least 12 no-hitters this year. We already have like 5 and haven't reached July.
It's
Spencer Turnbull on the Tigers threw a no-hitter last night. No one batted an eye. We were actually live when it was like in the 7th or something. It's kind of getting annoying just because it's diminishing the value of the no-hitter. We talk about this all the time. You go back to like 2015 when Max Scherzer threw 2 of them. It felt like such an oddity, right? It felt like such a special moment both times he did it. Whenever someone throws a no-hitter. And it's kind of becoming such a casual part of the game where it's meaningless. You know what I mean?
Which is just sad.
Yeah.
The fact that like someone throws a no-hitter and like you're just like, oh, okay. That's it. And you don't talk about it again. And I think it was the Indians twice, the Mariners twice.
Yeah.
And who did the Padres, who did Joe Musgrove no-hit?
It was
because I think that was the third team.
It wasn't Texas, was it?
I don't know. But still, I mean, like there's been 5 no-hitters and it's the same 2 teams have been no-hit twice. I mean, come on. I think it was the Rangers. Yes, it was.
It was.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm too smart.
Like,
but
it's not even like those teams don't have good hitters. It's just like, how do you get no-hit twice in a month and a half?
It's annoying, but whatever. Listen, shout out to Ruben Cruz with a $2 dono. Appreciate you, my man. Read my comment. It's right after the first dono. First dono.
I see that.
So I have a friend from church, and he knows the manager for the Blue Jays since they were kids, and I couldn't go due to work. Man, I could have probably met Vladdy Jr. kicking myself now. Okay, Ruben's the Uber driver who met all the other guys, right?
I don't know that story.
You don't know that story? Okay.
Probably wasn't on for it.
No, yeah, whatever. You should be watching, I'm just saying. But
no.
Okay. But I'm pretty sure Ruben, he said he was driving for Uber and he picked up Andrew Benintendi
really?
in Florida.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Awesome. But listen, also, shout out to Alex with the $2 dono. Appreciate you so much, my man. He says MLB needs to change the ball. I agree. Bro,
is it like that?
No, I think it is. I think people kind of suggesting to lower the mound. I think it's kind of stupid. There's a lot of people advocating for that. But I think you just bring back the ball from 2019. Like, I don't think anybody would really complain about that.
That ball was juiced. That ball was ridiculous. And then like 2020 seemed like a mix of like whatever this year's ball is and 2019. I don't really know if they changed it too much, but this year you could definitely tell that the ball is dead.
Yeah, but like I always say, right? If there was any year to like keep the juice ball or bring back the juice ball, it would be this year. We're talking about a season where owners are coming off, I guess, one of the biggest losses of their investment with their teams in 2020 when there was a 60-game season, no fans in attendance. So now, like, you would think that in 2021, you would want the most revenue as possible. And what drives revenue in Major League Baseball more than the home run? If you were going to do it any year, it would be this year. So I'm kind of surprised that they deadened the balls this year. It really makes no sense.
I'm pretty sure the league-wide average is like low 200s.
It's sickening.
And I'm pretty sure the Mariners are hitting like
under 200.
They're hitting under 200 as a team. And maybe it's just because who they have. Like, they have really good players. They have some studs, but as like a whole 1 through 9, like the team's not good. So is it a problem with the ball, or is it a problem with the teams that aren't trying to win right now?
No, I think it's the ball, simply because I remember we addressed this in the offseason when news kind of came out that MLB was changing the balls, and I think it was only expected to kind of diminish the distance by like a foot or so, but it's clearly much more significant than that.
I think it's a little bit of both, because like 2 teams have been no-hit multiple times this season. It's not just the ball. That's the team itself that needs to get better, and they're not trying to win.
Yeah, but we've seen very, very bad teams in the past, and they didn't get no-hit twice in 2 months. Like, bro, I would say you look at the Tigers from last season or the Orioles from 2019. Like, I don't think these are teams that got no-hit.
No, yeah. It's just it's also like we complain about the Yankees, like the home run or nothing approach. Like, that's not just the Yankees. Like, launch angle is a thing everywhere. So it's like guys aren't going up there just trying to hit singles. They're trying to hit bombs, and they're going to miss. Yeah. So I think that's also part of the problem.
Listen, shout out to Ruben with the $5 dono. Appreciate you, my man. I won't blame the ball yet. The hitters need to focus on line drive contact and hitting it hard like Stanton and Trout. They lowered their launch angle. Fair. But also at the same time,
also part of it.
I don't think that we could deny, though, that the balls are significantly different.
Yeah, I think everyone would agree with that. 100%.
It's a mixture of both, for sure. It's a different hitting
it's a lot
philosophy
of
throughout the
different
league.
things together. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do want to touch on this really quick. Austin says, Pat, did you hear all the players on the White Sox are hating Tony La Russa? Bad news in Chicago.
Gosh,
maybe the Yankees will get them at the right time. Now I don't think I've given my input on the situation at all, but I will now. So for anyone who's not aware of the situation, I believe his name's Yerman Mercedes.
Yes.
He launched a home run off of Astudillo of the Twins a couple days ago. I believe the score was like 16-4 or something like that. 15-4. 3-0 count. He had a take sign and he crushes a home run. Now, after that, Tony La Russa kind of came out, had stupid ass comments to the media.
Awful.
I mean, I don't really remember word for word what he said, but it was along the lines of we need to talk to him or something.
It was something like he's going to face like internal like repercussions, like and
which is
like sounding off on his own guy in front of the media.
Ludicrous. And then Lance Lynn, pitcher for the White Sox, comes out and kind of has his own comments defending Mercedes. And La Russa, I believe he said something along the lines of, Lynn has a locker, I have an office, right?
Yeah, something it was, like and then he said something else after too, like, I don't agree with that. So something along the lines of that, but like, dude, you can't do that.
No, and this is kind of odd at this point, just because, one, I'm not defending Tony La Russa whatsoever. But looking at the situation as a whole, this is how I would kind of handle it. You give Mercedes the take sign on a 3-0 count in the middle of a 15-4 game. I would expect the player to take the pitch, right? But if he does crush a home run off it, that's something that you discuss in private, right? Because the whole thing with baseball is like, bro, you learn this like from Little League. You kind of follow instructions. And by him doing that, I could maybe understand how the other team views it as like him just trying to pimp his own stats and not really like a team focused thing. But like I mentioned, Tony La Russa should not be going to the media publicly with that. You defend your players under any circumstances. If he wants to talk to Mercedes about that in private, that's how you handle the situation. But going out and throwing your player under the bus is stupid. The same way the Padres manager threw Tatis under the bus last year with the whole Rangers situation, which I think is completely different.
100% different. He didn't have a take sign.
I think Tatis 100%. Was 1,000% more justified there. But I think La Russa's just brutal. I don't know if he lasts the whole season with the White Sox.
The only reason why he would is because they're in first place. But this gives me like a newfound respect for Aaron Boone, because we saw what happened with the Gleyber Torres not busting it down the line, and Boone was like, we handled that internally.
Exactly. That was perfect.
He didn't come out to the media and bash Gleyber saying that he's a lazy player or like anything like that. He said, we handled it. And they did. And no one's talking about it anymore. We moved on. Then you get guys like Tony La Russa. You can't blast your player. I don't care what they did. You cannot blast your players talking to the media. You don't do that.
No, it makes no sense. And then you're gonna blast your other player who goes to the media defending his teammate. Bro, what do you, Tony? Like, go back to like your DUIs. Like, it's ridiculous already.
It's so bad.
Moving on.
I still think swinging 3-0, you can do that, especially with a position player on the mound. If you're gonna throw a position player out there, then he should be able to swing 3-0.
I 1,000% agree.
The take sign's different. You shouldn't swing.
Yeah,
that's different.
Let's see. I do want to bring up Martin's comment. He says, "Bro, Pat, your Unhinged shirts are fire. Appreciate that. If anybody would like to go purchase any Unhinged shirts, unhingedclothing.shop. Link is in the description. A bunch of the shirts are like between 5, 10. Go purchase. But he says, yo, I feel like Andujar is starting to get hot. His at-bats last night have looked like 2018 Andujar. He's looking good at the plate. Something to keep an eye on. Now it is. I think the only thing that's discouraging about Andujar's at-bats at the plate is it's not going to last too long, right? I feel like once this team is at full strength, where's Andujar going to play?
I know, and that's a tough thing because we already know, like, Andujar is a really good hitter. Like, he has a very good bat, but he needs to have, just like anyone else, he needs to have the consistent playing time. So while he has it now, we're going to see some production, but give it like a month or two. What are you going to do? Just send him back down? Keep him on the bench? Like, if anything, don't keep him on the bench. When everyone's healthy, do not just keep Andujar on the bench. He won't do anything. You got to send him back down and hope that he rakes, and maybe you can trade him.
I just really wish he played a solid left field, You know what I mean?
He
Because
hasn't been
have
that bad.
yeah, but have we seen him do anything out there besides like field a ground ball? I
No,
can't remember
he
a fly
hasn't.
ball getting hit out to him.
No, I've seen him catch some fly balls.
Maybe it just goes past my mind, but you know what I mean?
Hypothetical here. Let's say that Andujar completely out-hits Frazier.
Yeah.
He kind of already is.
Yeah.
Let's just say he keeps doing that and he plays not super, not like really good defense, but good enough defense. Does he run Frazier out of left field?
I mean,
this
if
is
his
like a
defense
crazy
isn't
conversation
that bad,
to like. If I brought this up like in spring training, you tell me to shut up.
no, I
But
know.
now it's a serious conversation.
I mean, I would say probably just because you have to go with the
I
hot
think
bat.
so.
You have to
Yes.
go with the hot bat, especially in a lineup that hasn't been too good this season. I think you're right. I think he probably would run
I
Frazier
think
out of
that's a
town.
serious thing to keep an eye on. It's really interesting.
But listen, shout out to Ruben Cruz with the $5 dono. Appreciate that, my man. Too many players are popping up because of launch angle or striking outs. And the home runs come with more consistent hard contact. Unwritten rules are garbage.
Yep.
I agree. I think a lot of the lack of hitting has come from the whole launch angle approach, and it's basically like strikeout, home run or strikeout, realistically. But I can't see the philosophy changing anytime soon. Teams are in love with the home run.
Yes. No. It's not going to change. No. You're going to have guys like DJ LeMahieu or like David Fletcher that are going to have their own philosophies of like, I'm going to hit for contact. But I mean, all these young guys coming up, like what young prospect has come up lately and you don't talk about how he can hit bombs? Like, just think about that. I feel like pretty much like every player coming into the league now, and it's like everyone they're taught to hit home runs.
That's fair. I mean, even if I can't even think of a guy. Maybe like Yohan Moncada, but he's kind of like transitioned to a power hitter.
But he can hit homer. He can hit bombs.
I know.
He
It's
will.
odd.
So it's like no one's come up like lately. And it's just like I'm a
I
singles
like
guy.
it, Sean. I like it.
Yeah.
But listen, shout out to Jesus Chavez with the $5 dono. Appreciate you, my man. Ketel Marte can't be our answer. He can. Frazier sucks. Unfortunately, this year he
does kind of suck. Yeah.
I can't defend him anymore. But his defense has been solid. I'll give him that much. Let's go Yankees. Pat for president. Hashtag Hennessy 2036 is still a thing. If you want to kind of shorten that to hashtag Henny 2036 or what's that slogan that we came up with? It was take a shot of Hennessy.
Oh yeah.
In 2036.
Yeah,
like that.
I don't know if you could do that, but nice.
It's a little bit risky. It's a little bit risky.
Because you can vote at like what age? 16?
18.
Whatever it is.
No,
18.
I think it's 18 to vote. Which is very strange. If you think about it, you could vote for president of the United States at the age of 18, but you can't buy a beer.
Yeah.
That's odd. It's odd.
You should be able to buy a beer at 18.
Really?
Yeah, the drinking age should be 18.
I didn't know. I remember learning alcohol used to be banned.
Well, yeah, that too. That was in the early on. No.
Moving on.
Prohibition, dude.
Sean, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we think's going yard tonight?
Ooh, I like that. Andujar. I think he's going deep. I liked his at-bats last night.
I'm only going to pick one guy. You're going to be like, oh, Pat, you're crazy. Drum roll. Ready?
You going to say who I think you're going to say?
Ryan Lamar.
I knew you were going to say.
He's going to crush one, bro.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Sean, you're going to laugh at me now, but I guarantee you Ryan Lamar is cranking at least one home run tonight. It's possible he hit two.
Cranking one.
Bro,
not like a little right field punch over the. No, he's cranking one.
No, he might even do like a Jose Bautista bat flip.
Imagine
no joke.
Texas.
But that's what I'm saying. Okay, but all jokes aside, I truly believe that he's going to hit a home run tonight. And that's with all jokes aside. He's a guy who hits lefties very well. I think
does he actually?
Yes, he does. Maybe that.
Can we get some numbers on that?
All right, I'll get you some numbers because I'm pretty sure Ryan Lamar is a very good career hitter against left-handed pitching.
What kind of career does he have, though?
All right, why are we just shitting on Ryan Lamar? All right. So in 96 at bats against lefties, he's batting .281. Not bad.
How many home runs?
3.
I don't know about cranking one.
No. Cranking one.
All right.
Put money on that.
I don't even know if you can. Probably doesn't even have a prop.
Jesus Chavez with the $2 dono. Appreciate that, my man. 100% Frazier hater right here. Bro, you're owning up to it. Shout out to you.
I can't bring myself to hate him, but I can't support him.
I don't. No.
I don't know. I support him. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, like, defend, like, sit here and go to war for the guy.
I'll never hate anyone on the Yankees. You know what I mean?
Tyler Wade's kind of getting there.
No, I can't hate him.
I hate the Yankees for playing these guys. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. Yeah. We don't hate anyone as a person on the Yankees.
I don't hate anyone in general, unless their name's like Jose Altuve. Hate's a strong word. I hate when people say hate is a strong word. Like, you know, when you say, like, oh, I hate the Astros, like, hate's a strong word. No, like, I know what I'm saying. Hate is a word that applies to many contexts. And the Houston Astros are one where you could go beyond hate. Like, we could say I despise them. Despise is a great word. Okay, I'm so off topic now. But, Sean, what are we thinking? So fast. What are we thinking about Kluber's line for tonight?
6 2/3. 11 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 hits, 2 runs.
Okay.
Remember that. Okay. Write that down. Write it down.
But you can.
You don't have to, but everyone at home, write that down. It's gonna be crazy.
Everyone's just like, yo, let me get a post-it. But as far as what I think the line is going to be, I'm going to say he goes 7. I think he goes 7 in his major return back to Texas. I mean, this is a revenge game for him. He's going to go 7.
Throwing 1 inning.
Give up 1 earned, 8 Ks.
I like mine better.
What was yours again?
Actually, no, you had less runs. 6 2/3. I don't even remember what I said. I said so much.
Write that down.
Maybe I should have wrote it down.
Yeah, maybe you should have.
It's recorded. So how about
that? Alex with a $2 dono says Kluber 8 scoreless innings, 13 strikeouts.
Jesus.
I don't know about that.
That's not crazy though. But
no, it's not crazy, but it's
I thought Texas was like a good offensive team, but then they showed their numbers in game 1 and like they're not.
No, they are.
But they have some pretty good players though.
They do. I mean, also kind of like a name to keep an eye on, David Dahl.
He's a sleeper. He used to be really good in Colorado, but he was awful last year. Awful. I don't know how he was in 2019, but he used to be really good in Colorado. They had a good squad.
Also, Sean, okay, this is super off topic once again. Is it Nate Lau or Nate Lowe?
I don't know.
Okay, we're going to call him Lau just because I feel that
I think it's Lowe.
Feels nicer off my tongue.
I think he's Nate Lowe, and then the guy in Tampa is Brandon Lau.
All right, so Nate Lowe, whatever. Watch it be Lau. But correct me if I'm wrong, but bro, this dude looks like the definition of an MLB The Show Road to the Show character. Like when I build my Road to the Show guy, it looks like Nate Lowe.
You think so?
Yes, bro. I think that he's like the definition of like what you want like a cool baseball player to look like. I love the turtleneck. I love the stirrups. I love like the elbow guard, the shin. Like he just has all the attachments.
The attachments.
He has like all the accessories.
The accessories.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, you're kind of right. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the only other dude that rocks a turtleneck is Jose Abreu.
No, I
mean it's very rare.
It's an interesting turtleneck though, because sometimes like when people on the Yankees wear them, like Clint or Cole, it's like a cloth one, but his is stiff, like it sticks up. You know what I mean? No, you don't know what I mean.
I'll have to pay attention.
No, pay attention to it tonight because he wears the turtleneck like regardless of the weather. Like, bro, you're in Texas, you don't need a turtleneck, so it's clearly just for fashion.
Yeah, no, I like that though.
He's got style. Shout out to Nate Lowe.
Yeah.
Let's bring up another comment here. Bright says, what pitcher is Texas throwing out there tonight? It is Hyun Jung Yang. I believe that's his name. He's a left-hander. He hasn't been that good this season, but I don't know. He's probably going to dominate the Yankees. But let's see. Sean,
please don't speak that into existence.
What are we thinking about the final score for this evening?
5-2 Yankees. I don't think they blow them out, but I think it takes them to like the 5th inning to get something going. They're not going to come out hot.
You know, I predicted a loss last night. Do I predict a loss again tonight? Because I'm not feeling a loss.
No, because a loss was actually realistic like, for an expectation. Because I think like coming off a Cole loss and the Tyone's pitching, you're like, there's no way we win.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with like my realistic guess here. I'm gonna say the Yankees win. by a score, it's going to be a close one. It's going to be 4-3.
I don't like those.
You don't like that? I don't like it
No,
either, but I think
I
it's
like the prediction, but like I don't like the score.
I don't either. I think best case
It's
scenario
realistic,
4-2.
though.
I don't see the Yankees scoring more than 4 tonight. I hope they prove me wrong.
Yeah, that's
but
why I said 5. Like I don't think they're gonna go off for 10. When's the last time they scored like 10? Detroit?
A couple days ago, no? Baltimore. Didn't they score 10 in a game against Baltimore?
Maybe. I know Baltimore scored 10.
Yeah, no, Baltimore scored 10. Listen though, shout out to Alex with the $5 dono. Appreciate that, my man. K on the pregame yesterday said the lineup was great. Then on the Michael K show, he said it was bad. Okay, but this is the thing. Michael K is 2 totally different people. He's the Michael K on the Michael K show, and then he's the Michael K on Yes Network, which is kind of why I find it a little bit frustrating. Because it's kind of fake. And I get he has to kind of portray that Yankee broadcaster persona when he is like doing the pregame and announcing the game. But I think sometimes we would like him better if he was just a little bit more authentic on the broadcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
like I just want that authenticity.
Yeah, but they'll never let him do that.
No, but it's not necessarily his fault. But it's more so, it's not his fault at all because I doubt they even let him be any bit authentic.
He has great rants on the Michael K show.
No, on the Michael K show, Michael K is awesome. Like I've never, I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it for 3 hours, but if it's on at like the gym or something, I'll watch it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's one of those things. But I can't really get into the persona he plays on Yes Network. But with that being said, that is going to wrap up today's pregame. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. We will be live once again for the post game directly after the game. So you guys know the deal. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you do know when we go live directly after the game. Apparently YouTube is sending out notifications once again. I don't know. But you guys know the deal. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Let's go Yankees. Stay tuned for that Ryan Lamar home run tonight. Peace.
See ya.